Football at Lumen Field.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Carson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This defense for the Cards, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Just a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that'll give them a first.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, Wilson.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharp. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Draw play, Edmonds. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds, and he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give to Edmonds. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray, and complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. For this defense, CD, going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray, kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket, because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. First down, Arizona. On play action, it's Murray. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They run the counter. Carson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now it's Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he works free. Shoves him aside. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Carson. And he'll go down at the 26.
Plenty how great they've been all year. 9-0 now into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They run it here with Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember...
Oh, and now some space to operate. And all the way down to the 35.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Edmonds. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this. More cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now. 2nd and goal.
Edmonds again.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Chase Edmonds with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
71 yards now on the ground for Carson. He's got a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Flushed out right. They'll get that complete to Parkinson. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
2 yards, good enough for a first. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
From the 39, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
It was Alton Robinson that time on the tackle. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson to throw. And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Wilson on 1st down. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off,
and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Throwing now is Murray. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Byron Murphy. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Cards, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.